Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. Whalen now to return. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26. Herbert going to go to the air right away. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 6 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
He now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Ravens come in looking for an 11th win on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Boyle's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boyle. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Boyle. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, got that dagger play, got that play, just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side, Curtis. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, give him a yard after the 49. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that one-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Off the play fake, Boyle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's Curtis, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 27, Herbert throws this one right side to Pascal. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Ravens ready to take over. They're starting to put some space here. In the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now Dobbins again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They run the counter. It's Curtis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On first down, Curtis. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this time he is in. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up. down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Running on first down, Eckler. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Off play action. Boyle. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On third down, Boyle. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Fielded at the 33. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Boyle. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Pascal.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. shotgun. Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Herbert. Taken in by Pascal out left. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Herbert's throw taken in by Pascal.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Herbert.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's Curtis. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Design run for their wideout. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And they take a knee. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing, Herbert. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you